Coming up on Citrus TV News Live at 6, the latest on the D.C. Naval Yard shooting.
Also, find out the secret to University Union's success.
And why you should be careful the next time you take antibiotics when you're sick.
Your Citrus TV News starts right now. Hello and welcome to Citrus TV News for Wednesday, September 18th. I'm Irfan Uraizee.
And I'm Alex Resnick. We begin with the latest coverage on Monday's D.C. Navy Yard shooting that left 12 people dead. Investigators are learning important details from surveillance footage inside Building 197. Law enforcement officials say the shooter, Aaron Alexis, is seen on tape entering a bathroom with a small bag and leaving later with an assembled shotgun. As far as the victims are concerned, one of the three shot in the rampage is out of the hospital. The other two are in fair condition, and in an audio statement today, Alexis's mother, Kathleen, says she is devastated. In the wake of the shootings, investigators are scrambling to piece together a picture of Aaron Alexis. He has a history of disorderly conduct, including shooting episodes. Alexis told Rhode Island police this summer that he was trying to escape from Voices, and it was revealed that he recently made contact with two Veteran Affairs hospitals for psychological issues. Alexis helped in the 9/11 rescue efforts, but his father said in 2004 that his son suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder as a result.
In other news, 6 people are dead and at least 30 others were injured after a double-decker bus and a passenger train collided in Ottawa this morning. Fire officials say the crash occurred when the bus hit the train, causing it to derail. All of the casualties were passengers on the bus, and witnesses called the scene shocking. The front end of the bus suffered the brunt of the damage as it was all but ripped off entirely.
DPS and the iSchool are nearly finished creating a new campus safety app. The app will act as an emergency messenger to add another level of safety for students. Students will also be able to see where recent crimes occurred around campus. The app is in the final stages of development and is expected to be tested for glitches within the next month. Public Information Officer Hannah Warren gave us a preview of what the app had to offer. But the app does not help.
The DPS officer hurt in a South Campus lightning strike has been released from Upstate University Hospital. The accident happened over 2 weeks ago, and Officer Stanley Prue was released last Saturday morning. DPS Chief Tony Callisto hopes Prue will be back to work soon, but said his officers still need some time to receive treatment.
A developer is looking to turn a former office building downtown into a 4-story college dormitory. EMO Properties said the dorm will have 146 beds and will not be affiliated with any particular college, so any student from a local college will be able to lease a room. The dorm, named Syracuse Creekwalk Commons, will cost about $13.5 million to build and should be open by fall of next year. Going away to school can be tough for freshmen, so we sent reporter Max Darrow to check in on them and see how they're doing. Max joins us live in studio. Tell us, Max, how are they doing?
Well, Alex, they really seem to love SU so far. I spoke to a couple students about their first weeks on campus, and the majority of them are still settling in.
Awesome. Nicole.
With the semester underway, many freshmen are still adjusting to college life.
Coming here, it's just like there's so many new kids. I came from a school of 140 graduating class to a school of 14,000. It's just like a huge change. Like I have more kids in this dorm than I do in my entire school.
TJ Wells is one of many freshmen learning how to balance homework and a social life.
I have my first meeting for the new host club tonight, and I'm also a newest member of the Auto-Tunes a cappella group. I mean, it's a lot of work every night. I mean, I have a decent amount of homework, but I get everything done in time.
Another freshman, Kennedy Lanier, seemed to be adjusting quite well.
It's been pretty easy. You get your schedule down, you know where to go. When you have your breaks and everything, we meet up to eat lunch, so it hasn't been hard for me.
The most surprising thing, however, to both Wells and Lanier wasn't the workload or nightlife. It was something much closer to home.
It's actually really surprising how friendly everyone is. It sounds weird, but I mean, you walk down and you end up seeing so many kids you know. Like, even though there's 14,000 kids and I'm the only kid from my high school, I feel like I already know so many kids on this campus, and it's only been a month, so it's pretty crazy.
How close our floor is. I felt like when I was going to get here, I was kind of afraid of not meeting people, but then like walked outside and all of us get along perfectly fine. So that was good. That was reassuring.
So Max, we know we learned a little bit overall about the dorm. What do students think about it?
They love it. Just like Lanier said, their floor is really close, and she was really thrilled with how everyone's getting along.
Yeah, I definitely loved living in a dorm. It was a way to be social with everyone and meet new people. But what do they think about the food?
You know, it's different. Nobody's complained too badly yet, but they said it's a good change, and they'll get used to it, obviously. It's not mom's cooking anymore. But
No, it's not.
it's not too bad.
Well, the dining halls are great. And also, how have they been able to manage their schoolwork with extracurricular activities?
Well, I mean, TJ said it all. He seemed to think that it wasn't too big a deal, and like you said, he's in auto tunes, he's doing the club, and he's got schoolwork, but he said he gets it done, so it sounds like they're doing all right.
All right.
Sounds great. Thanks, Max.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Coming up next, find out what state could be the next to have flood problems.
And we'll give you the latest update on Syria here on Citrus TV News live at 6.
Don't be fooled by these cooler temperatures because fall hasn't arrived just yet. We should be expecting some warmer weather leading into this weekend. Stay tuned for tonight's full forecast and more here on Citrus TV News live at 6.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
We are different. Society should aspire to be more like us.
Be part of the first class. Get energized. Get outside.
Hold on, guys. It's gonna get bumpy.
And get moving. Experience the power of physical activity. Join the movement at ActionHeroAlliance.com.
While Colorado is still evacuating residents and recovering from the flood, Nebraska is preparing to be hit by the disaster's runoff. The National Weather Service said counties in Nebraska should expect banks of the South Platte River to overflow today. It is still unclear exactly how the river will respond, and officials have also lowered the death toll in Colorado from 8 to 6, where nearly 18,000 homes have been damaged statewide. And federal agencies are preparing for a shutdown of the United States government in the midst of the ongoing budget battle. Congress and the White House must come to an agreement by the end of the fiscal year, September 30th, to avoid a shutdown. President Obama has made it clear he feels that representatives in Washington are trying to cause a crisis on purpose. Nonetheless, the Office of Management and Budget says there is still plenty of time to prevent the shutdown. And the new Forbes billionaire list is out, and it looks like the nation's top wage earners are only getting richer. The group of 400 has a net worth greater than $2 trillion. Microsoft founder Bill Gates is America's richest man for the 20th year in a row, with a personal fortune of $72 billion. Also, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg climbed his way back into the top 20 this year with a personal fortune of $19 billion.
Syrian President Bashar al-Assad met with Russian Deputy Foreign Minister Sergei Ryabkov today. The embattled president expressed his gratitude for the Russian position in supporting Syria. Russia says the Syrian government has handed over evidence that the rebels have used chemical weapons. That's in response to the UN's report from its inspectors, which currently holds the regime responsible for those attacks. The Costa Concordia is now standing upright. Engineers were able to right the cruise liner yesterday after an extensive salvaging effort. The senior salvage master said he felt the outcome exceeded every expectation and that the ship was not leaking. The Costa Concordia has been on its side since January 2012 when it capsized near the coast of Italy, killing dozens of people. And Maddie Oleskovich joins us now with a look at our weather. So Maddie, should we be expecting some warmer temperatures this weekend?
Yes, we should, definitely. Today we had some temperatures in around the upper 50s, lower 60s. Currently, the sun is shining outside right now with a current temperature of 69 degrees. Winds are coming in from the south at 6 miles per hour with humidity only around 45%. Looking into tonight, we should be expecting some clear skies with temperatures dropping to around 61 degrees with a low of reaching 48 tonight. Humidity reaching 75%, but we shouldn't be expecting any rain this evening. Taking a look at the current temperatures that we have, Syracuse is an average of around 72 degrees. Other cities in around the northeast getting up to the upper 60s and lower 70s. Looking into the Midwest region, Chicago and Peoria getting up into 80s and the upper 80s of 86 degrees. And with fall just around the corner, we should be expecting some changes in the color of the leaves. Areas in Vermont and New Hampshire are already experiencing some leaf color changes into the yellow color, as well as Syracuse should be expecting some color changes within these next few weeks. And with your 5-day forecast tomorrow, sunny skies with a high of 77 degrees. Tomorrow we should be expecting some Friday, we should be expecting some partly cloudy skies with temperatures getting up into 80 degrees. Saturday, we should be expecting a few showers. Precipitation should be around 60% chance of rain on Saturday with a high of 71 degrees. Sunday marks the first day of fall, September 22nd, with a high of 62 degrees. Monday, we should also be expecting some partly cloudy skies with a high of 65.
You know, all that cold weather gets me so excited for the fall. It's just my favorite season. What's your favorite season? Because you get the chance to talk about all of them.
Exactly. Well, my favorite is definitely the spring, probably because I like the showers and the nice warm weather, as well as my birthday's in April. So get to experience that weather along with my birthday. It's just a great experience for me.
Yeah, that's nice.
And this weather, it just doesn't seem to make sense. So just yesterday it was blistering cold. Now it's going to be in the 70s. Why is that?
Well, that's Syracuse for you, definitely. But, you know, I'm not quite sure why we have this inflection of temperatures going on, but with fall coming up this Sunday, we should be expecting those cooler temperatures within the next few weeks. So hopefully we'll get our sweaters and scarves out sooner than we thought.
And well, let's look on the bright side of these cold temperatures. What are some good things to do on the weekend, like some good weekend activities to do with this weather?
Well, it's definitely that time for apple picking and visiting that pumpkin patch. So gather a big group of friends, drive on down to your local pumpkin patch and really get into the fall spirit. It's definitely something that we can all enjoy during the season.
We definitely will.
Sounds like a good plan, yep.
And coming up after the break, find out why some families are struggling with food shopping.
And the newest entry in a popular video game series could set massive sales record. Stay tuned, you're watching CitrusTV News.
What do I do? Well, thanks for asking. I ring my bell and I like to dance. What do I do? Well, thanks for asking.
Ow! Yeah, it still needs a little work. anything's possible. Keep thinking. Get started on your own inventions or just play some games at inventnow.com.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
Do you like this top? It's so gay.
Really?
Yeah, it's totally gay.
You know, you really shouldn't say that.
Say what?
Well, say that something's gay when you mean it's bad. It's insulting. What if every time something was bad, everybody said, "Oh, that's so girl wearing a skirt as a top"?
Oh, you are.
Those are cute jeans, though. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
Some common food allergies are now coming at a high price for families. A medical journal says some families are spending an extra $4,000+ a year on kids' food allergies. To help alleviate costs, researchers say they are now looking towards oral treatments to bring kids' tolerance toward the allergens. And the next time you get sick, antibiotics might not be enough to help you get better. A new Center for Disease Control report shows that up to half the antibiotics prescribed to sick people aren't necessary. That's led to the formation of drug-resistant bacteria, or superbugs. The CDC is now urging doctors nationwide to stop prescribing unnecessary antibiotics. You can find a link to a list of all drug-resistant bacteria on the CDC website.
And it's being hailed as the biggest change to the iPhone since its release. Apple is releasing its new iOS 7 operating system today, and the new interface is described by Apple as having a brand new, more modern look and feel. Some upgrades include a three-dimensional home screen with apps that seem to float above the background wallpaper, new swipe commands to access features, and automatic updates for all your apps. And best of all, the upgrade is completely free. Also available today, but not for free, it'll actually set you back $60, is the hotly anticipated video game Grand Theft Auto 5. The 5th edition of the popular video game series only hit stores yesterday, but experts are already saying it's poised to break sales records. Some reports indicate that the game could net as much as $1 billion in its first month on the market. It is also predicted to sell close to 20 million copies by March of 2014.
And one music superstar is gearing up to bring her act to Vegas. Britney Spears announced she'll be doing a 2-year residency at Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas. Starting December 27th, she'll perform 50 shows of Britney, Piece of Me, in both 2014 and 2015. Britney said the show will include her greatest hits along with some new material. Tickets go on sale September 20th. And Zac Efron is rumored to have left rehab just a few months ago for cocaine addiction. Online gossip sites like TMZ are now saying Efron was addicted to cocaine and tried Molly. They cited multiple unnamed sources who said it was getting so bad that Efron wasn't showing up many times while filming his new movie, Neighbors. The rehab story has not been confirmed, and Efron was seen most recently at the Toronto Film Festival looking sleek and sober. And Breaking Bad isn't the only AMC show going off the air soon. The network announced today that its Emmy Award-winning drama Mad Men's next season will also be its last. AMC is sticking to its Breaking Bad strategy by dividing the 7th and final season of the show in two, airing 2 sets of 7 episodes 1 year apart. The first episode of the final season of Mad Men will air next spring.
Good evening to you. Coming up next in sports, Syracuse football is taking another step in figuring out the quarterback position. We'll tell you how each side feels coming up next, and also down on the pitch, we'll take a look at men's and women's soccer. All that and more when Citrus TV News returns.
We can't be stopped. We're going to beat them and bust them. Beat them.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
Let's get a little bit rowdy. R-O-W-D-Y.
Take time to be a dad
One more
today.
time. Oh, those boys are much too much. Those boys.
Learning how to kickflip 6 stairs takes determination. So will getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 88 children is diagnosed with autism. That's a 1,000% increase in the last 40 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
Welcome back. Last night, Syracuse men's soccer made history as the Orange looked to topple the dangerous Connecticut Huskies at SU Soccer Stadium. In a low-scoring match, the Orange looked to their young superstar to lead the team. Now let's head down to SU Soccer Stadium as they look to get back on track after losing against Notre Dame last week. And in the first half, 23 minutes into the game, only goal was scored by Alex Harris. The freshman from Syracuse gets it done, and it's 1-0 Syracuse. UConn would strike back a number of times, including this by Andre Baseo. But it was Alex Bono, the goalie for Syracuse, coming up with the stop. Second half now, Mamadou Diouf crossed it over to Andre Blake, but it's denied once again by Bono. And in the second half, final attempt, Ethan Decker nails it in, but Bono is there to save the day. So Syracuse soccer rolling on. Now the ACC announced this week that Syracuse senior field hockey player Leonie Geider has been named to its Field Hockey Player of the Week list. Geider has been on a tear, scoring the winning goal in the last 2 victories for the Orange. Geider began the weekend by scoring the game winner in the 45th minute, breaking a 1-1 tie and giving Syracuse the win against 7th-ranked Massachusetts. In her following game on Sunday, she netted the game's lone goal off a penalty corner with under 5 minutes to go in the game to defeat Ohio State. The Orange's home win streak is now up to 38 games. And coming off 2 straight losses this weekend in Virginia, the 4-4 Lady Orange soccer team is ready to head south to take on Indiana in South Bend. The 7th-ranked Irish of Notre Dame, it's their 3rd consecutive ranked opponent for the Orange, as Syracuse has never beaten the Irish in their history together. Game time is set for 7 p.m. And back here on the Hill, the men's cross-country team is on the upswing as the Orange are now ranked number 1 in the Northeast region and number 8 in the country. The women's team is still receiving votes, and the 2 squads have combined to have 3 first-place finishers and 1 runner-up. SU has the weekend off, but will return to action on Friday, September 27th at the Boston Interregional, while the women's team will head to Minnesota on September 28th. And forward progress is the main theme for head football coach Scott Schaefer as the team ends its pre-ACC schedule this weekend against Tulane. And that progress is finding out who will be SU's primary quarterback this season. Citrus TV's Pete Sweeney has more on the battle of the quarterbacks.
3 games into the season, the battle for the Syracuse starting quarterback job has a new frontrunner. Headed into the Wagner game, it was Drew Allen's job to lose. In 3 series, he failed to get a first down, and he was only able to put up 3 points. That's when Terrell Hunt entered the game. And as soon as he got his hands on the ball, the entire Syracuse offense seemed to click. In 7 series, Hunt was 15 for 18 with 3 passing touchdowns. His efforts were good enough to earn him the starting role. When he left the game, Syracuse was up 47 in an eventual 54-0 win. After the game, Drew Allen was not happy about the change of guard.
Upset about it. I mean, I'm disappointed, but glad we got the win. So that was good.
While Terrell Hunt was just proud of what his team was able to do.
I don't know. It's more about, what the team did. And I just think, like, all the cylinders were clicking. I just got them the ball, and they.
And just a reminder that Terrell Hunt will start against Tulane this Saturday at 12:30 in the Dome, so it should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it sounds like it is. So, I mean, what's your take on SU's quarterback dilemma?
Well, I've taken a look at both, and I was really impressed with Drew Allen first. He's coming from Oklahoma, so the man's got a lot of football experience behind him. But I was very disappointed after those first two losses. I mean, I know we're facing some ranked opponents, but he didn't look that strong. But when Terrell Hunt got in the game, it was a game changer for the Orange, and he really seemed to connect with the receivers. So I'm actually kind of happy on this move, and I think Schaefer's making a good call on putting Terrell Hunt in.
Hopefully we have the right guy under center now. Thanks a lot, Chris. Appreciate it. And coming up next on Citrus TV News, another look at your weather forecast.
And what Miley Cyrus had to do with a Michigan college statue being removed. Stay tuned.
There's online friends. Friends to go out with on a Saturday night. Friends to hang out with and do nothing. Friends who show up on moving day. And then there are the friends who'll be there if someone is dealing with a mental illness. Are you one of those friends?
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
G-morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Text me. Are your parents home later? We can hang. LUV, love you. JK. Holla back. Holla back. Holla back.
Are you with your friends? That's lame.
We're in a huge fight right now. XO. Would you dream of something I did? Are you on your way to the mall?
I'm lonely.
Nude pics. Send me some. Text me.
There's been a lot of buzz around Miley Cyrus's new music video, Wrecking Ball. That's the one where she's completely naked swinging on a wrecking ball. But get this, it's now led to the removal of an art installation from a Michigan college campus.
Grand Valley State University has moved its large ball statue after many images of people swinging on it popped up all over the internet. School officials say it's nothing new, but has increased since the new music video has been released. Following the removal, students gathered at the statue's original location and sang the Cyrus song together.
Well,
talk about like bizarre stories.
Yeah, so bizarre. Well, you know what? Not so bizarre. The weather coming up this week. Maddie's back with us. What do we have going on?
Well, tomorrow when we wake up, we should be expecting some sunny skies with a high of 77 degrees. So it's going to be pretty nice outside tomorrow. So I would break out those shorts.
All right, we will. That's going to have to do it for this edition of Citrus TV News. I'm Alex Resnick.
And I'm Irfan Uraizee. For more coverage, be sure to go to citrustv.net, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. And have a good night.